very happy Thursday night, Central Texas. Meteorologist Matt Farrell here with a look at your weather. And on Thursdays, we always start with a drought monitor. That is the day when it is updated, so I'll always bring that to you as soon as I can. Not great news this week. We're starting to see that drought spread east of I-35. So even in our more humid counties, typically we're starting to see those soils really start to dry out. A lot of evaporation occurring because we're just not seeing a lot of rainfall across the area. So we are seeing the moderate drought spread east of I-35, still seeing the extreme drought from Georgetown up through Killeen, Gatesville, Hamilton, up towards Comanche. And when you start to see the extreme drought, that's where real crop damage can start occurring. So hopefully we can get some natural irrigation in before the end of the weekend. It's not going to be a drought busting rain, but if we can get anything would be great at this point. 104 today, so it's Texas. You know, with the dry weather comes the heat. 104 was the high, 79 is where we started. Not a bad start to the day, not as cool as it was yesterday morning, but again, those 104 highs during the day with those heat index values up closer to 110 is dangerous heat, and we're expecting kind of the same thing for tomorrow. For that reason, we have a heat advisory in effect for the entire area. This was an excessive heat warning. It has been downgraded since about 8 o'clock, and this goes through about 8 o'clock tomorrow night, so we run them for about 24 hours. The good news is at this point, hopefully we can see these come to an end at least for the weekend with that pattern change we've been talking about all week. Not for tomorrow though. Back up to about 102, 103 in some spots. Heat index values up to 107, 108 across the area tomorrow. But then for the weekend, can we get some relief? That's the real question. So let's take a look. Ridge of high pressure does recede, and look how far it recedes by Saturday. And then look how far it recedes by Sunday. Almost completely out of the state of Texas there. And with that, again, it opens the door for that northwesterly flow, which is a more conducive flow to possibly seeing some showers across the area. It also opens the door for a quick cold front to move through. Bad news is by the beginning of next week, this is Sunday, 9 o'clock, we start to see it spread back to the east. And again, we're going to be back to those triple digits and those dry conditions like we've been seeing for the past couple of weeks. As for what we're looking for in rain possibilities, there's not a lot here, but there is something. Cold front comes through. We see the winds shift back to the north. That should help us drop a degree or two by Saturday. And then as it comes through, also we see some cloud cover. That should also contribute to a little bit of cooling. And then by Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, that's where we look for those storms to possibly kick off, especially in our southern counties, a little bit closer to the Gulf, right? So let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Exactly what are we looking at? Well, for the weekend, not much of a change. Could drop into the 90s, but I'm going to keep it right around 100, and then we'll stay right there heading into next week.
All right. Sounds pretty good.